What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown, Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Production has officially started on Disney Lucasfilm's upcoming Star Wars standalone film about a young Han Solo. The studio in a statement Tuesday noted, cameras are rolling on the adventure-filled past of the iconic scoundrel and everyone's favorite Wookiee. Principal photography on the untitled Han Solo Star Wars story officially began February 20th at Pinewood Studios, London. They continue by saying the movie will explore the duo's adventures before the events of Star Wars: New Hope, including their early encounters with that other car-playing rogue from a galaxy far, far away, Lando Calrissian. The cast and crew include Alden Ehrenreich, who plays Han Solo, Donald Glover, who plays Lando Calrissian, Jonas Suotamo, who plays Chewbacca, Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They assembled for a group photo alongside the announcement inside the Millennium Falcon. Lord and Miller said, "Watching such inspired people from all over the world with such unique voices come together for the sole purpose of making art is nothing short of miraculous. We can't think of anything funny to say because we just feel really moved and really lucky." Now picture is cast member Thandie Newton. Written by Lawrence and John Kasdan, the still untitled Han Solo spin-off film is set to arrive in theaters May 25th, 2018. The cast of director Ridley Scott's upcoming Prometheus sequel, Alien Covenant, including Michael Fassbender, Catherine Waterston, and James Franco, have joined together for a group photo. The official Twitter for the film captioned the image Tuesday, introducing the hashtag Alien Covenant, alongside news that a new sneak peek of the film will be shown Wednesday during a new episode of Legion on FX. The photo features a new crew of colony ship Covenant sitting around a table smiling as James Franco stands in the middle wearing a robe. Situated by his side is Danny McBride, while Waterston and Fassbender is seen flanking the left and right side of the image. Damian Bigcheer, Amy Seimetz, Billy Crudup, Carmen Ejogo, Josiah Smollett, Kaylee Hernandez, Nathaniel Dean, Alexander England, and Ben Rigby round out the rest of the cast shown. The synopsis reads, Ridley Scott returns to the universe he creates with Alien Covenant, a new chapter in his groundbreaking Alien franchise. The crew of the colony ship Covenant, bound for a remote planet on the far side of the galaxy, discovers what they think is an uncharted paradise, but it's actually a dark, dangerous world. When they uncover a threat beyond their imaginations, they must attempt a harrowing escape. Alien Covenant is set to arrive in theaters May 19th and will be a hard R, according to Scott. Charlie Hunnam attempts to fulfill his destiny in the latest trailer for Warner Brothers' upcoming fantasy epic King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. The clip, released Monday, offers flashbacks into the origin of King Arthur and how his family and his throne were taken from him as a child. Now grown man Arthur, played by Hunnam, begins his rebellion against his uncle Vertigan, played by Jude Law, who has seized control of the kingdom after he pulls the famed sword Excalibur from the stone. The synopsis reads, robbed of his birthright with no idea who he truly is, Arthur comes up the hard way in the back alleys of the city. But once he pulls the sword from the stone, his life is turned upside down and he is forced to acknowledge his true legacy, whether he likes it or not. Directed by Guy Ritchie, the film also stars Astrid Burgess Frisbee, Digimon Hinsnu, Annabelle Wallis, Kathy McGrath, and Eric Bana. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword arrives in theaters May 12th. Emma Watson sings iconic song Belle in a new Beauty and the Beast clip released Monday. The actress dances through her poor provincial town singing, "There goes the baker with his tray like always, the same old bread and rolls to sell," and goes about her daily task while the townspeople sing about how strange and distracted she is. This is the latest in a series of clips for Disney's live-action Beauty and the Beast, which stars alongside Watson, Downton Abbey's Dan Stevens as the Beast, Luke Evans from The Hobbit as Gaston, Frozen's Josh Gad as LeFou, and other big names including Emma Thompson, Ewan McGregor, Sir Ian McKellen, Kevin Kline, and Stanley Tucci. Directed by Bill Condon, The Beauty and the Beast arrives in theaters March 17th. Filmmaker Guillermo del Toro announced Tuesday there will not be a third film in his live-action Hellboy franchise. Del Toro tweeted, Hellboy 3 starts to report, we all parties must report that 100% the sequel will not happen, and that is to be the final thing about it. Based on graphic novels by writer-artist Mike Mignola and featuring Ron Perlman as the titular demon, Hellboy was released in 2004, and its sequel Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, hit theaters in 2008. The movie also stars Doug Jones, Selma Blair, and the late Sir John Hurt. The cast members reprised their roles vocally in 2 direct-to-video animated movies as well. Perlman addressed the news about the third movie with his trademark dry humor. He wrote, in loving memory of the #Hellboy franchise officially biting the dust, I will take the rest of the day off Twitter. However, Perlman returned 3 minutes later tweeting, just kidding, fuck Trump. Hollywood star Tom Hanks will publish his first book in October. The 60-year-old actor will release a collection of short stories, uncommon types, some stories, with Alfred A. Knopf Publishers on October 24th, according to Hollywood Reporter. Uncommon Type features 17 short stories that all revolve around typewriters. The stories follow such characters as a man immigrating to New York to flee civil war and a person who becomes an ESPN star after bowling a series of perfect games. Hanks said in a statement, in the 2 years of working on the stories, I made movies in New York, Berlin, Budapest, and Atlanta, and wrote in all of them. I wrote in hotels during press tours, I wrote on vacation, I wrote on planes, at home, and in the office. When I could actually make a schedule to keep to it, I wrote in the mornings from 9 to 5. Alfred A. Knopf, editor-in-chief Sonny Mehta, added, I'm thrilled by the narrative range on display in this collection and by the humor and humanity Tom brings to his work. This is an accomplished debut. Hanks, who collects typewriters, told Entertainment Weekly he wrote notes in a few pages on the typewriter, but used a laptop for the heavy-duty work. He says the collection was inspired by small moments and big questions. The actor said the smallest, most distant of memories, as well as those haunting questions about why things come about. What would you see at the 1939 World's Fair that would change your life? I remember a ride in a small plane when I was 7 years old. Why was it confusing? Hanks will next star in a big screen adaptation of the Dave Eggers novel The Circle. The movie co-stars Emma Watson and John Boyega and opens in theaters April 28th. Game of Thrones veteran Iwan Rheon has landed the lead role of Maximus in the upcoming ABC series Marvel's Inhumans. The actor is best known for his portrayal of the infamous baddie Ramsay Bolton on the HBO drama. Jeff Loeb, the head of Marvel Television and executive producer, said in a statement Tuesday, Iwan's ability to be charming, roguish, and still completely unexpectedly dangerous are all the different sides we need to bring the character to life. We're thrilled to have him on board. Executive producer and showrunner Scott Buck wrote, Maximus is a complex character, likable, charming, tragic, and villainous, all in the same moment, and I'm very excited to have someone of Ian's considerable talent. The first pair of episodes for the comic book adaptation are scheduled to premiere exclusively in IMAX theaters for 2 weeks in September before the show's network debut. A synopsis explains the series will explore the never-before-told epic adventures of Black Bolt and the royal family. The beloved soap opera Days of Our Lives has been renewed for a 52nd season. Jennifer Salk, the president of NBC Entertainment, said in a statement Tuesday, we feel so privileged to be able to continue the remarkable legacy of Days of Our Lives. We thank executive producer Ken Corday and his team for their incredible accomplishments and look forward to all the stories from Salem that will continue to unfold. Corday added, it is a great day in Salem. We're pleased to announce that after more than 51 years in the hearts and homes of our amazing fans, Days of Our Lives will continue to be part of the NBC family. We're grateful to our incredible network and long-standing partner Sony for their continued support, and we look forward to what the future will bring under the new creative direction of the show. I'm especially proud to be able to shepherd Days into the new season, continuing my parents' dream and the show's legacy. The daytime drama aired its 13,000th episode in January. New parents, Maksim Chmerkovskiy and Peta Murgatroyd, will return to Dancing with the Stars. The 37-year-old American dancer and 30-year-old Australian dance pro announced on Tuesday's episode of Good Morning America that they will compete in season 24 after welcoming son Shai in January. Murgatroyd says, I'm definitely a little bit nervous, but I'm very excited to get back. I definitely miss the dance floor, and I haven't been able to defend my title with Nal DeMarco, so I want to get back out there. She also added, I just want to be healthy. It's going to take a little bit longer, I think, to get back up to the fitness that I was doing and had before, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to take it slow, and hopefully I have an awesome partner to go through with this. Murgatroyd won season 22 with DeMarco before sitting out season 23 due to her pregnancy. She gave birth to Shai on January 4th after announcing in June that she and Chmerkovskiy were expecting. Chmerkovskiy says it's definitely a special time. I was always wanting to have kids and never thought it'd be like this. You just can't stop staring at this little person. I'm just enjoying parenthood. He also added the only difficult part about coming back on the show this time is that it'll just take time away from being with this dude. I just want to make Peta come back and win as difficult as possible. Dancing with the Stars pros introduced Shai to fans on Friday's episode of Good Morning America. Murgatroyd explained how they chose their son's name in a post on her All Things Fam and Glam blog the same day. She says, "We knew that we wanted a shorter name that wasn't super complicated because Chmerkovskiy is kind of a mouthful and he'll always have to spell it out for people. We finally settled on Shai, pronounced Shai, and means gift in Hebrew." She also added, Shai's middle name Alexander was all Mox. Mox didn't grow up with a middle name, but I definitely wanted Shai to have one. So we gave him his middle name after Mox's dad, Alexander, spelled a little differently to honor Shai's heritage, but also make it unique to him. Dancing with the Stars Season 24 will premiere March 20th on ABC. Flip or Flop stars Christina El Moussa says she and Tariq El Moussa went through a lot before their split. The 33-year-old television personality explained the breakup in the March 6th issue of People magazine. Following news, Tariq, her husband and co-star, filed for divorce. Christina said of Tariq's cancer diagnosis and their fertility issues, "Like any couple, we had our share of issues, but we went through a lot in a short amount of time." She also added, "I was overwhelmed. The tension between me and Tariq was high." She added of her return to work after welcoming Braden. She says, "We weren't able to properly communicate anymore. It got to the point where we weren't even driving to the set together." Tariq filed for divorce from Christina in January after announcing their split the month previous after 7 years of marriage. Christina, who shares Braden and daughter Taylor with Tariq, has since been spotted with rumored boyfriend Gary Anderson. A source told In Touch Weekly this month it's a safe relationship and she's happy with him. Gary's been there for her while she's gone through hell with Tariq. Christina said on Tuesday's episode of Good Morning America that she and Tariq remain friends and that their kids are going great and transitioning well. The pair will continue to co-star on Flip or Flop, which airs on HD TV. Lindsay Lohan says she was racially profiled while wearing a headscarf in London. The 30-year-old American actress recounted a recent incident at Heathrow Airport while discussing her rumored conversion to Islam on Tuesday's episode of Good Morning Britain. Lohan told hosts Susanna Reid and Piers Morgan, "When I was flying to New York recently, I was wearing a headscarf and I got stopped at the airport and racially profiled for the first time in my life, here in London at Heathrow." She says, "She opened my passport and saw Lindsay Lohan and started immediately apologizing, but then said, 'Please take off your headscarf,' and I did. It's okay, but what scared me was, in that moment, how would another woman who doesn't feel comfortable taking off her headscarf feel?" Lohan sparked speculations in 2015 after she was spotted with a copy of the Quran and later included Akalam Salam, a common Arab greeting among Muslims, on her Instagram profile. She told the talk show she's interested in Islam but hasn't officially converted. The star explained, "I think that me studying the Quran is something that I found a solace in. I just study it. Nothing is confirmed yet." She also added, "It's a consideration I have. I don't want to speak on something that I haven't finished yet. I've found a solace in studying not just the Quran but other religions as well. It's something that I'm interested in." Lohan has shared similar sentiments about the religion in an interview in April, telling The Sun she's a very spiritual person and really open to learning. The actress is known for the movies Mean Girls and told her Instagram followers this week she'd like to play Ariel in Disney's live-action Little Mermaid. First-time dad-to-be George Clooney says having twins will be a great adventure. The 55-year-old actor said on the French program Rencontres de Cinema that he's really excited wife Amal Clooney is pregnant and expecting twins. Clooney said, "We're really happy and really excited. It's going to be an adventure. We sort of embraced it with arms wide open." He added of his friends' reactions, "It got really quiet and they all just started making baby crying noises, and the whole table just bust up laughing. The talk host, Julie Chen, had announced this month that Clooney and Amal are expecting twins in June. The actor's mom, Nina Clooney, later told Vogue Amal is pregnant with a boy and girl. She told the magazine, "It will be one of each. She has a boy and a girl. That's what I've been told. How marvelous. My husband and I are extremely happy." Clooney's friend and frequent co-star Matt Damon voices happiness for the dad-to-be in an interview with E! News last week. The 46-year-old actor, who has 4 daughters himself, says he didn't expect Clooney to have kids until the star met Amal. He said, "I'm just really happy for him and for them. I had a feeling that this was in the cards. Once he met her, everything changed." Clooney spoke to rencontres ahead of the 2017 César Awards, where he will be receiving the honorary César Awards for his dazzling talents as an actor, director, scriptwriter, and producer. The annual French awards show will take place February 24th. Alex Trebek showed his MC skills Monday on Jeopardy by reciting rap lyrics from the likes of Drake and Kanye West, among others. Trebek rapped, "Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Starting from the bottom, now the whole team's here." From Drake's "Starting from the Bottom," as he quoted the clues to categories "Let's Rap Kids" as part of the Jeopardy College Championship semifinals episode. He continued the $1,000 clue, "Panda, panda, 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 panda," with the correct response being, "Who is designer?" Trebek joked as the game show headed into commercial break, "I was just getting into this rap thing. I'm not too good at it, but I was getting into it." For the final $400 clue, the 76-year-old rapped, "They mad, they ain't famous. They mad, they ain't still nameless. But we still hood famous. Yeah, we still hood famous," from Kanye West's track Famous. He said afterwards, "I hope I don't get an email from this." Trebek also rapped verses from Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne. The official Twitter account of Jeopardy poked fun at the moment by sharing a video of Trebek's face moving to a hip-hop beat before exploding into a panda emoji. Previously, Trebek sang the lyrics to The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Jeopardy and rapped verses from the likes of Dr. Dre, Notorious B.I.G., and the Beastie Boys as part of a 90s rap song category. And speaking of Drake, he wished his ex-girlfriend Rihanna a happy birthday while in concert Monday. The 30-year-old Canadian rapper voiced his love for the Barbadian singer on her 29th birthday following his reported split from Jennifer Lopez. Drake was performing at the 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland, when he gave a shout-out to Rihanna on stage. He told the audience, as seen in a fan video, "It's somebody's birthday today, somebody I have a lot of love for and a lot of respect for." The star said, "So instead of singing happy birthday, though, we're just going to do this. We're just going to do this in Dublin tonight. Instead of singing happy birthday, we're going to set it off just like this," before singing his and Rihanna's hit song Work. Rihanna and Drake split again in October after several years of on-again, off-again dating. The rapper was subsequently linked to Jennifer Lopez, but his romance with the 47-year-old singer has reportedly fizzled. A source told Entertainment Tonight this month, "Jennifer likes Drake. They're just busy, so it has fizzled." The insider added, "She's a mom with an insanely busy career. He's touring in Europe. Who knows what will happen in the future when they're more able to be in the same place." Lopez confirmed she's single on Monday's episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show and showed her love for Harry Styles during a round of Who You Rather. Drake is on his Boy Meets World tour and will next perform Wednesday in Birmingham, England. Days after forgetting the words to songs he'd been singing for 5 decades, former teen heartthrob and star of the Partridge Family, David Cassidy, revealed in an interview Monday that he has dementia. Cassidy told People on Monday that he has been diagnosed with the progressive memory loss disease, which he said had forced him to accept the fate he expected because of the disease's long history in his family. Cassidy says, "I was in denial, but a part of me always knew this was coming," explaining how he was retiring from performing in order to enjoy the rest of his life rather than struggle with the words to his own songs. Cassidy says, "I just want to focus on what I am, who I am, and how I've been without any distractions. I want to love. I want to enjoy life." Cassidy was affected by his mother, grandmother, and grandfather dying from the disease, knowing it was particularly difficult to watch his mother disappear during the last years of her life. Cassidy says, "I fear I would end up that way." Cassidy announced his decision to retire at the beginning of February, citing arthritis, making it more difficult to perform and travel. Last weekend, Cassidy played what he billed as the last 2 shows that I'll ever do on the West Coast of the United States. Cassidy's publicist says he will play at least 2 more shows before calling it quits at the Greenwich Oldham in Greenwich, Rhode Island on March 3rd and at B.B. King's Blues Club in New York on March 4th. Soulja Boy has taken to social media to announce that his celebrity boxing match with rival Chris Brown is off. Soulja Boy wrote on Twitter Monday, Chris Brown's manager called my manager last night and said the fight is off and he's not signing contracts. Don't ask me about that no more. On Sunday, the Crank That performer was seen slamming Brown on Twitter, claiming that the singer was scared to officially sign off on the bout. He wrote in one tweet, obviously he don't want to fight, so I'm going to leave him alone. Beef over, just tell him don't call my phone over a girl. That was the second time. Brown has yet to respond to Soulja Boy or comment on the fight status. The feud between Brown and Soulja Boy started after Soulja Boy proclaimed on social media that Brown had threatened him after he liked a photo from his ex, Karrueche Tran. The two had exchanged a number of jabs on social media, including a collection of memes aimed at one another. Tran called the feud ridiculous and stated it made no sense. Soulja Boy had originally called out Brown to a fight as part of a video filmed in Compton that featured Soulja Boy getting into an altercation with another man. The idea for a fight gained steam after boxing great Floyd Mayweather Jr. posted a fight poster featuring the two musicians. The pair had then agreed to partake in the match on social media, with Mayweather Jr. seen aligning himself with Soulja Boy and former boxing star Mike Tyson proclaiming that he would teach Brown every dirty trick in the book in order to win. Katy Perry explores a space-age amusement park filled with dangerous rides in her new music video for the single Chained to the Rhythm featuring Skip Marley. The clip released Tuesday featured the pop star donning a bright pink hair and a white metallic dress as she boards a roller coaster that flies off the rails. Other rides such as the Great American Dream Drop involves a couple being snugged into a small house before they are swung around in the air and then quickly plunged towards the ground. Perry sings, "So comfortable, we're living in a bubble, so comfortable we cannot see the trouble. As night falls, Perry begins to see the amusement park for what it is after she is joined by Marley, the grandson of reggae icon Bob Marley, who stresses the importance of human interaction. He sings, "Break down the walls to connect, inspire, up in your high places, liars. Time is ticking for the empire." Perry debuted the new single during the 59th Annual Grammy Awards, where she performed the song on stage. Directed by Matthew Cullen, the video was shot at Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1990, Milli Vanilli wins the Best New Artist Grammy. With the benefit of hindsight, there might be Grammy Awards that members of the National Academy of Recording Arts and Science wish they could take back, but there's only one that they actually did. The Best New Artist Grammy that was awarded to the famously fraudulent dance act Milli Vanilli on this date in 1990. The competition that night for the Best New Artist Award included Nena Cherry, whose album Rala Shushi had spawned the dance hit Buffalo Stance, Indigo Girls, whose eponymous debut included Closer to Fine, Soul to Soul, the group that absolutely dominated the British house music scene, and Tone Loc, whose novelty rap records Wild Thing and Funky Cold Medina were both crossover pop smash. But then there was Milli Vanilli, whose debut album Girl You Know It's True had sold 14 million units, behind the success of 5 top 5 singles that sold a cumulative total of 8 million units, including the number 1 hits Baby Don't Forget You My Number, Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You, and Blame It on the Rain. That level of commercial success is not the kind of thing that Grammy voters, a notoriously industry-focused bunch, takes lightly. Yes, there had been an Ashley Simpson-like incident involving a jammed tape machine at a live concert the previous July, but it is fair to wonder whether those Grammy voters who hadn't heard the murmured doubts about Milli Vanilli's legitimacy would have cared one bit if they had. Academy members had, after all, nominated the Partridge Family for the very same award back in 1971. It was an open secret in the music industry that many hit records were made by musicians other than those whose faces grace album covers. But the Milli Vanilli deception crossed that hard-to-define line separating standard industry practice from ethically outrageous behavior. Or perhaps it was merely the very public way in which the deception came to light that forced the Academy to act. At a press conference on November 14, 1990, German record producer Frank Farian revealed that he had fraudulently put the names and faces of the gorgeous but talentless Free Brat Pilatus and Fab Morvan on the dance records he was creating in his studio using less aesthetically gifted real musicians. 4 days later, Milli Vanilli's Grammy Award was withdrawn, and Pilatus and Morvan began a well-documented descent into drug abuse and failed comeback. Pilatus committed suicide in April of 1998. And as your entertainment report for Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.